It's The Rock We Live On with Mo and Craig.
All right.
Well, as we always do, we got to start with toast.
Yep. Cheers. Cheers. Here we go. Get a drink.
Bud Light, I like it.
I was gonna have you heard of Selena Gomez Oreos?
I've heard of Selena Gomez and Oreos. I've never heard of Selena Gomez Oreos.
Selena Gomez Oreos.
No, I did not know.
My first question is why?
You know, I think that there is a common thing when it comes to putting celebrity names on food. Like McDonald's and some of the other fast food places always have, you know, some celebrity meal. And it's pretty much just a meal that you could normally get with like one little thing added or changed to it.
Well,
and it's like
they're cinnamon Oreos, cinnamon chocolate Oreos.
Really? Yeah. You know, I am a traditional Oreo guy. I don't even want double stuffed. Just regular, singularly stuffed Oreo. You know, and I'm good to go. I don't really care for all the edits and the changes that they do with Oreos.
What do you think's next, though, with the marketing like that?
I mean, if they got cinnamon and that's Selena Gomez, maybe they've already got chocolate. So, right? Aren't there chocolate ones?
Yeah.
Or do they have the reverse Oreo where
maybe
it was a limited time where it was like a white cookie and chocolate?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was thinking in terms of celebrities, what other celebrity products we might have.
There's no telling.
I'm waiting for the Snoop Dogg brownies.
Oh, I bet you those are in somewhere where, you know, pot is legal. I bet you they already exist. They probably already exist. I mean, literally, the most dangerous man on the planet at one point, Mike Tyson, now does like weed stuff. You know,
really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Hemp or something?
Man, he's got like
THC stuff.
No, actual weed.
Really?
Like real weed.
Wow.
Like, I want to say he's got like a farm and everything. I saw him talking about it on a podcast. Like at one point, that man was the scariest person that you could ever see on television. Right. And now when you watch him, he's just so mellow. Calm and mellow and introspective.
He got a little older.
And so like Mike Tyson's out here selling weed. Freaking Ric Flair has a energy drink, and I'm pretty sure he's got wings. Ric Flair wings. Ric Flair, they're called Woo Wings. Woo Wings. I'm not even joking. Ric Flair's got his hands in everything.
That's the next thing in celebrity product.
Yes, Ric Flair's got his hands in everything.
Well, that's not the topic that I wanted to discuss with you, but that's very interesting. So here, getting to know you, I've been making notes about things that I want to do podcasts on. I've been writing down little ideas here and there. And I've come to know that you're like passionate about a lot of things. There's a few things that'll like really get you going.
There are definitely a few.
So I was thinking I could probably make a list of a single word, several words.
Okay.
You know, and I could do a podcast. We could do a podcast on each one.
Okay.
So I thought today I'm going to throw you one word.
Okay.
And see, you don't know anything about this.
No,
everybody knows. I didn't tell him about this. I didn't warm him up.
He did
nothing.
Not tell me what we were going to be doing today. So this is a complete off the cuff.
So I thought I'm going to throw you one word, and I bet we can do this next podcast all about one word.
All right. I'm with it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Today's word is asshole.
Man, there are so many of those in the world.
I know your brain's going crazy. I'm going to give you a second to think about it. Okay. There's a quick thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
And then we'll get started. And you think about what asshole means to you.
I got a few things running through my head right now.
I know. So I want to talk about the literal asshole first.
Oh, okay.
As you, I know this is throwing you a little bit.
Wait. That's definitely not what I was expecting.
As you get older, like I am, you're going to start to head into a few things.
Are we about to do a Preparation H commercial?
No. Not at all.
Are we doing an ad for hemorrhoid cream?
No, we could. If Preparation H wants to throw us a little support, we'll definitely talk about it.
Oh, God.
As you get older, when you reach your 50th birthday, you used to, and I'll explain, you used to get a nice invitation from your doctor Like, it's now time for a prostate exam.
I thought it was 45.
50 is
Okay,
really like the
okay.
age. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a doctor.
I was
don't
planning
know.
on
I always
doing it
thought
at
it was
45.
50. Well, good news is, and my doctor said, we should think about doing a prostate exam. And, I turned pale. And I'm
I bet.
Doc, I like you, but I'm not quite sure if I could get there in our relationship with you. I'm not quite ready to take that next step. And he said, don't worry about it. We don't do it that way anymore.
Oh, really?
It's a blood test now.
Really?
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that so
all right.
much
Well, that's
anymore.
a relief because
So it's nice.
I was definitely thinking that I'm 37 now. I was like, all right, well, I got 8 years.
You got to gear yourself
and that
up
that's going to be happening
for this digital exam.
Did you have you ever watched Impractical Jokers?
Yes.
I love that show. I wanted to be on that show.
Really?
I wanted to go see them when they were in concert. I'd missed it, but I love that show, and I always wish that I could be like a guest star on that show. But one of my favorite punishments is when they make Murr do his prostate exam in front of a room full of people. Have you never seen that one?
No.
Oh my gosh!
I can't believe they would do that.
He thinks he's doing like a presentation or something.
Oh my God.
And then they bring the doctor out, and
they
they make him do his prostate exam in front of a room full of guys. Oh man, it's hilarious.
Those guys are crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to have one at all. So luckily I got away with that.
Yeah.
One thing they do, and they also did a colonoscopy at some point where they just shove a camera up your ass and look around for a little bit.
I figured they did both of them at the same time.
No,
that's two separate occasions.
Different doctors, different settings, the whole thing. There's a whole planning that goes into the colonoscopy and all that.
Okay.
So yeah, they don't do that so much anymore either. That's a secondary. So now they send you like the Color Guard. You've probably seen commercials for Color Guard.
No, I've heard of the Color Guard.
This is what it's something I think it's kind of important to talk about. Because it's a weird situation. They're going to send you a box, and in that box is a tube. It's about a 6-inch tube, and it has some liquid and this little swabby thing. And the whole idea is you're going to go in the comfort of your own home. You're going to take a shit in this tube, this little round, like a plastic box. And then you got to play with it a little bit, swab it, and pour this liquid in it. And then you pack it all back up and send it to them. Which, number one, we'll take a step back. Shitting in this little tiny tube is not the greatest thing.
It can't be easy. I know it can't be easy.
They've actually made it pretty good to where it fits around the toilet, but you got to sit on this thing.
Okay.
And it's going to make a round imprint, like a PVC pipe going up your ass. It's going to make a little imprint. It's most uncomfortable. You're laughing at yourself like, I can't believe I'm doing this,
Oh, God.
It's just an odd thing. And then they make you play with it a little bit, which is terrible. Awful experience. But then you pack it all up in this nice little box they send you, and you got to take it to the UPS store. And you're going to hand it to the UPS clerk.
And not tell them what it is.
They know what it is. It says Color Guard all over it.
No, it's not in a discreet box.
No.
Oh, come on, bro.
It's like, sensitive material inside. No, it doesn't.
You know what's funny? Oh, my God. I don't know how many shit boxes that I moved when I was working for FedEx.
Oh, they say Color Guard right on there.
Okay, well, I didn't see any of those. I did see a lot that said human blood on them.
Oh.
I moved a lot of human blood boxes
when I
was working for FedEx.
That would be some. I mean, you got to make sure that doesn't come open because that could be biohazardous material.
Listen, I don't know if I can get in trouble for this. I hope I can't get in trouble for this. I don't know what I signed when I started working there, and it was a really fun job. Don't get me wrong. I did it as a side gig in between, leaving one job, starting another one. I needed something. They hired me on to be a package handler. A lot of those boxes, they don't give a shit about your box.
No.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
A lot of those boxes, they say, fragile and this and that. And some people do. Some people try their best to handle them with care and stuff. But, they're moving through a conveyor belt and they are flipping and flopping all over the place, and then it gets backed up. Like, okay, so if you've never done this, so this was my first factory job experience ever, and I know we're talking about assholes right now. We'll get back to talking about the chocolate starfish, but one of the things that happens in like these FedEx factories, maybe I shouldn't have said the name of the company I worked for, but it's too late now. I've already said it several times.
That's all right.
But like when you're a package handler, like I did it at night, so I was packing the stuff into the trucks, not taking them out of the trucks. Right. And when the stuff's coming down the conveyor belt, you got two people up at the little top split, I think is what it was called, and they're like, scanning and pushing it to whichever belt it goes through or goes to. And I mean, sometimes they're just pushing them with force or just tossing them over there or whatever to make sure they go to the right belt. But eventually, like, you start to get backed up.
Yeah.
And so there's just stuff coming and the belt gets backed up. The boxes start falling off of the sides. They start jamming up against each other real hard. Gosh. Some of them are heavy. Some of them are light. Some of them say caution. Some of them don't.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of those boxes. And now, I was one of the people, like, if I saw this side up or whatever, I would try to do that. Make sure to do that. I'm just one of those people. When I do a job, I want to be the best at it. I want to do it well.
Yeah.
So, like, you make a wall in the truck, in the back of the truck. Uh-huh. I wanted my walls to be beautiful and pristine, and but it sucked because a lot of bags and oddly shaped things would come down.
Throw it
so
off. Then
I was told eventually that we weren't supposed to do this, but I saw a manager do it, so I was like, But like a lot of the bags, like clothes and stuff, are small itty bitty boxes that I couldn't fit into a hole somewhere when I was building my wall. I would just put them on the side. After the wall got to a certain level, you had to keep going. You had to keep coming this way. And so it's not at the very top of the truck. It's not touching the tip top. So that little pocket up there.
Right. You just start shoving stuff in. Yeah.
Just toss them on up there. So anyway, I say all that. That was a whole off-topic story.
It's okay.
But I'm just letting you know, if you are sending something, which I feel like most, average human beings probably think this anyway.
Right.
But your package, nobody in that building gives a shit about it.
So make sure the packing is good.
Yeah. If it's something fragile, make sure you get the little bubble wrap and maybe some of the little popcorn things. Wrap it up in there real good.
Yeah,
it's gonna get knocked around.
My son actually creates those.
Really?
Conveyor belt systems, and that's what he's in Phoenix right now, working on Amazon, and he commissions those new systems and sorting systems and all the conveyor belts and everything. So
that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Sorry, I got so off topic.
It's all right. So go back. You're standing in line at the UPS store with your little white box that says Color Guard, and anybody over 50 years old knows exactly what it is, and the workers absolutely know what it is, and it's really odd to hand your box of shit to somebody.
Literal box of shit.
Please take care of that. In fact, the last time I did it, I'm like, well, it wasn't even mine. I handed it to him, and I'm like, take good care of this because it's very important shit in there. And the guy didn't get the joke. He goes, yeah, okay, whatever.
Because they don't give a fuck about your packages.
Come on, man. I was making a joke because I was embarrassed. He didn't care. He's got a job to do.
Yeah.
Whatever. But then I'm thinking, there's a place somewhere. There's a lab where all these boxes are coming from across the country, and people have to open those every day. Do what process?
Your job
is
testing shit.
Testing shit. And I don't know, what is that? Are you a phlebotomist?
No. Phlebotomist isn't that the person that
they take your blood and stuff? But I don't know if they deal with other bodily fluids or if who does that? What job is that, and why?
Stoolologist? Maybe the study of stoolology.
I guess. Is that what it is?
I've never. I don't know. I'm sure there's got to be a doctor that is particularly over shit and assholes.
I don't know, but they run tests on it and they send you back your results and let you know if you have colon concerns or not, or other things they test. And then if you do, then you would go do the other test. If you need more, it's going to take more search.
Why not? Okay, here's my thing, right? I can understand wanting to do it. Somebody maybe wanting to do it in the comfort of their own home. I can see that.
Right.
But
stool sample.
why not just send us in the bathroom like you do when somebody's got a piss? I mean, when you got to do a piss test.
Let them play.
But maybe
with
you
it.
don't have to shit while you're there.
Well, that's another thing.
And that, I mean,
you can't.
That's not like you can't just drink a bunch of water and be like, "Hey, give me 20 minutes.
Right.
I'll be able to piss."
Right.
That's luckily I have IBS, so they could just give me a burrito or something and wait 15 minutes, and I'm going to be like, "Hey, I'm ready to shit."
Maybe you have that option. I don't have that option. And when you're going to do
that
all
might
this,
be TMI out there.
This whole setup stuff, it's all the stars need to align. The situation has to be just right, because I'm not going to go in there and shit on this box.
No, I don't want to shit I don't like shitting anywhere but home.
All right.
I am one of those people
that won't.
But when you're in a position like I am, like with IBS, and there's I'm speaking for a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Because apparently there's two forms. There's the form where you shit a lot, and the form where you barely ever shit. I got the one where you shit a lot, and so it's dating is even hard because it's like a dinner date, right? A dinner date, I have to shit. So now if there's plans after the dinner, I don't know what to do. Now I've got to use that bathroom, but I can't go in there for too long because now she's going to know I'm shitting.
Or you don't go to their house.
So maybe I take a phone call or something. Well, I'll be right back. I can't go to her house after.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You never go to their house.
No.
Never.
And it's, the bathrooms aren't great. It's just one of those things where I prefer to be at home.
How many, what date do you let them know? Like
that I have IBS?
Yeah, I need to tell you this because things might progress or you want to get to a certain situation.
So once it's like, if it's serious enough that we're really consider dating, like spending lots of time together,
really,
then it may come up. Or if I have been late a couple times to a date because duty called, right when it was time for me to leave or something.
You're just honest.
Then I would, after a couple times of making excuses, I would be like, "Look, here, I'm going to be honest with you here. I had to shit. Okay, that's why I was late. I had to use the bathroom."
I hope you don't say it like that.
I mean, not like that necessarily, but no, that is a thing that I worry about. Like if there is going to be food involved in the date,
yeah, well, of course,
I need the food to be the last part of the date.
Really?
So that way I can just go home.
Eat at the end.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Trust me, I've been in some tough situations.
Typically, you eat first and then you go
do other stuff.
something.
Yeah. Now again, if I feel like I can sneak off and say, "Hey, I'm going to go, run to the bathroom," or "I'm going to run and take this call real quick." If I feel like I can sneak off and knock it out real quick and come right back, maybe. But then it also is like, what is the bathroom situation like? Because I don't want to be in a dirty bathroom. Traveling, like long drives or like flights, I always make sure I go right before the plane. There's no way my big ass is sitting in that little ass bathroom on the plane.
When your mom said, "Make sure you go before the trip," you had to go
literal
for the two.
For me, yes. And I
don't mean to laugh.
No, it's part of my life. I'm used to it at this point. I joke about it now, but like when I'm driving on a long trip, I just use hotel lobby bathrooms.
Oh yeah, I did that a lot.
That is where I do. I don't stop at rest area bathrooms or fast food bathrooms. I go, especially not gas station bathrooms.
No,
I go to hotel lobby bathrooms because those hotel lobbies always clean.
And the conference centers, if they're unlocked and they're wide open, if there's nothing going on in there, the beautiful bathroom.
Yeah,
I was an Uber driver for a couple of years, and that was my go-to. I had certain hotels picked out where I would head in when I needed to.
Yeah, that's what you got.
I knew the good spots.
You find, man, listen, when you have a stomach like that, you start to find ways to live your life around it.
Oh man,
when I work at the bar on the weekends.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not shitting at the bar.
No.
Oh, I mean, that is like worst case, it's about to be in my pants if I don't go for me to go at a bathroom. I mean, at a bar. But like when I got to work at the bar on the weekends, I know I'm going to be there from 10 to 3, right? I know I can't eat while I'm there. I don't want to get hungry while I'm there because if I eat, then I might have to use the bathroom. So I eat at a certain time. I eat between like the 7:30 to 8:30 window. Yeah. So I know that I'm going to use the bathroom before I take a shower and get ready to go to work at the bar.
I had no idea you had so much complexity.
Dude, I have shit routines, dude.
And to be honest, I'm thinking second, third date, you should be coming clean to let people know. Yeah,
that soon?
Just so you know, it's kind of like the herpes talk.
I don't think that's
you gotta let them know.
I don't think that's
you gotta let them know. I had an issue, and you just need to know in case I need to get up and run away, or in case you're wondering why we never go eat.
Yeah,
like we're going out and you're hungry and we're eating at 9 o'clock at night.
Or I'll just let her eat. I'll have a few fries and a chicken strip.
That's awkward.
No, I'll eat a little something. I'll have a few fries and a chicken strip. Yeah. And I'll be like, I'm just not that hungry.
Oh, bullshit.
But I want
everybody's picking up on that, and they're like, something's wrong with that dude.
Maybe. That's possible.
Like, if you go out on a date with a girl and she's just eating like a bird and pretending that she barely eats, that's a lie. You know that's bullshit. She's chowing down.
I'm fine with that, though, because I know how I am. But I do have one funny one. One time on a date. Okay, so I got to share this one. So I went on a date with this girl, and we went to the circus, right?
Yeah.
And we drove an hour away almost to go to this circus. And then on the way back home, she's like, "Man, I'm getting hungry," and I guess the plan was for me to stay at her place that night. So I was like, "Oh shit." And so she was like, I could go for some pizza, specifically Cece's Pizza.
Yeah.
Oh. And I was like, oh my God, of all places.
Oh, Cece's, so I used a horrible buffet.
Cece's was my first job ever.
Yeah.
Cece's was my first job ever. I love Cece's, though. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I absolutely adore Cece's Pizza. But if you have never had Cece's, imagine Taco Bell but in pizza form. That for those of you that don't know what Cece's Pizza is, like, you know how they talk about don't eat Taco Bell after a certain part of the night or you're just going to be on the toilet all night. That's what Cece's is, but any part of the day. So she's like, "Oh, I want Cece's." I'm like, "All right, cool." Don't get me wrong, I'm fucking starving, but I don't want to eat. So we go pick up a pizza from Cece's. We go back to her place, and she eats like 3 or 4 slices.
Right.
I have one slice,
just nibbling.
One, and she's like, "You're not gonna eat more?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good. You know, I ate a big meal before we went to the circus, so just gonna eat
5 hours ago."
And about 45 minutes later, we're laying there in the bed watching TV, and I can just feel like, my God, no, please, God, please go away. So I can't pass gas. I'm in her bed.
No.
You know, nothing. And so I'm like, dude, this has to go away. So we both smoked cigarettes. So I was like, hey, I'm going to go outside and have a cigarette. And she's like, oh, well, you can smoke in here. I was like, no, I don't want to smoke in your room. You know, I'm going to go outside and just some fresh air and have it. I'll be right back. So I went outside to smoke so I could, let out what I could. Relieve a little bit.
Yeah.
Finally, we go to bed, wake up in the morning. Dude, my stomach is Street Fighter kicking me like, dude, get somewhere now.
Yeah.
What's funny is she wakes up. She asked me for a cigarette. She's like, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be back in a few minutes. She goes, lights her cigarette. She goes to take a shit in her bathroom.
Right.
Which I'm glad she feels comfortable enough with me to do that. I cannot do that at her house.
Oh, no.
So while she's in the bathroom, I'm like, hey, I got a call. I got to go. I forgot. Maybe I said work needed me. I was working at the radio station at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So I might have said that they needed me. Yeah, I was like,
stuff.
Yeah, I got to run to the station.
Put on a record.
Somebody needs help setting up because it was a weekend. So I probably told her like there was a remote somewhere and that they needed help setting up or whatever. Dude. What I tell you, like my drive home, I was on the seat like that. Like, no,
gotta get there,
dude. It was vicious.
See, I think a little
off
honesty,
of one slice of pizza.
She probably would have been okay with you going in, especially if you were right after. She would have been fine.
100% she would have. She was a sweet person. 100% she would have. It's just a me thing. I can't do it. I can't.
All right. Off of literal assholes, what other type of assholes, if we're talking assholes, what other type of assholes do you think
exist.
Yeah, I got a couple over. I made a couple notes so I wouldn't forget.
The ones I've been paying the most attention to lately are the internet troll assholes.
There you go.
I knew the ones that are just, there's some honest video, just not negative at all. And then they're the one person that goes in the comments and just says some dumb shit, right? Just something fucking stupid. And so now I have taken up the mantle of the troller. I'm the troll hunter.
The troll hunter.
So now,
I like it.
When I see these comments that are completely unnecessary and unfounded, I come in and then I just insult them.
Go at them.
And then sometimes we go back and forth, and good old Bud Light, 9 times out of 10, I'm not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm pretty witty, So I go in here and I just light these people up. As a matter of fact, hold on, I'm going to read you
Mo the Troll Hunter.
I'm going to read you the last one I did like 2 nights ago.
There's been a couple of people that have been going after it. My son makes music, and he's all over TikTok and YouTube, and there's people that make negative comments.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm anonymous on TikTok, so I'll go into their profile, see what they do, and make negative comments about whatever they're doing, just to make them feel it.
Dude, and sometimes I'll go to their page, and I will like screenshot a picture that they've taken and be like, and you have the nerve to... Like, it was one of them where they were like talking about how women were ugly or something like that, and I was like, dude, like, you of all people shouldn't be the one talking. God, where's the one that I just did? Here it is. So this was a guy who his comment was based. He commented on it. It was a white woman, and she, had a pretty nice body or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what she was doing in the video. Maybe dancing or something like that. She wasn't even super attractive to me, but I was just looking at the comments. And one guy, because she was a white woman, and maybe there was a rap song in the background or something. So one guy says, "Try hanging out with some white people. You might get some class."
Oh, come on.
I look at this guy, right? And he looks like the just typical, like, fat, bearded piece of shit that sits on the fucking trailer park porch. So I commented...
No offense.
No. It
was me. I made the comment.
I'm not... No, his beard's way longer than yours.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about all fat guys that live in trailers. I've got some friends in trailer parks. Those are my boys. I'm talking about him specifically. So I said...
If we're stereotyping.
I said, you look like the home for lice who receive government assistance. Dude, I got drunk one night.
Oh, man.
And I'd have to go back on my page and see if I can find these. But I got drunk one night, and maybe we can share. Maybe I'll share them on our Facebook. If you follow us on the Rock We Live on Facebook, I'll try to share these with you.
Make some comments.
But I went on one night. I was just drinking. We were on family vacation. And I was having a few beers because I was going to go out, but my mom didn't want me to go out by myself because we were, I was not going to lie, we were in East Tennessee at Gatlinburg, and, it was like a bunch of, it was during the time where they were doing like the for Trump and anti-Trump protests and stuff like that. My mom was like, you better not take your black ass out there by yourself. So I'm like, all right. So I stayed at the cabin and had a few beers, took a couple shots. And then I was just like, I just was going through every post that I could find where somebody was trolling. I was just lighting them up. So I will share those on the Rock We Live on Facebook. Go and check that out.
They usually back down quickly. A lot of
most
people
of them
online,
do. Most of them do.
They don't have it, or they go like, "What?" That's when I throw something a little intellectual at them, or insult them on a little bit higher level, and they don't even understand.
No,
they don't know what you're doing.
They can't work with it. One of them kept calling me a black goon. He just kept saying I was a black goon, and I was like, dude, can you come with something more creative? And your grammar's terrible. Like, firstly, I'm going to destroy you on that part. Like, your grammar's terrible. And then what even is a black goon? Like, I don't even know what that is. But then that guy, I found out he lived close to us. So I was like, well, because he said, I said, well, here's the thing. Just quit saying black goon. Grow some nuts and call me the N-word.
Right.
Like, just say it. Say it with your chest if you're going to do it. Say, call me the N-word. And he's like, I'd say it right to your face, you black goon, thug, whatever. And I was like, you would never say these things to someone's face. And I was like, but guess what? Somebody, because I screenshotted it and posted it on my Facebook, and this girl was like, hey, I used to work with that guy at a gas station. He got fired for profiling black people. I was like, oh, okay. Perfect. So I was like, hey, dude, guess what? I found out you live close to me. I'm going to give you the opportunity to say these things to me. We can do a charity boxing match. Since you think you're tough and you would say these things to black people to their face, we can sell tickets to a charity boxing match. Everybody who buys a ticket, all those proceeds will go to the charity of your choosing. You pick it. Anyone within this general region of the country, if we sell the tickets, we'll send that money to them. Let's do it. Just we're both fat. Neither one of us are fully trained at this point. We're in the same weight class. Let's get out there and do it.
He wouldn't.
He stopped replying right there.
Yeah, he won't show up.
Yeah, he stopped replying.
Let's say bullies mostly back down pretty quickly, especially if it becomes personal. Like, I know who you are. I know where you live. They're going to
that's when they back down. I wish I had a friend on call that was like really good with like the whole IP addresses and finding because there's people that are able to do that stuff. Like even if you're on games, even if you're playing video games and talking shit in like a Call of Duty lobby, like there are people that they're so skilled they could track you down. I wish I had a friend that was that good at that. Because to me, the thing about being an internet troll is 9 out of 10 of them would not say these things to people's faces. Right.
Well, that's
and I'm not even an advocate for violence.
That's the safety of the internet.
The anonymity.
You can be. I'm anonymous on some things. So,
but then a lot of these people aren't even anonymous. They're showing their own face. They have their families on there, and like everything. And I will now. I usually won't extend it to the rest of the family. I won't. I try not, especially not kids. I will not insult people's kids.
Yeah.
I'll try not to insult their spouses. I usually stick to just them, who they look like or what they look like.
What they look like,
stuff like that.
Stuff they're doing.
How dumb they are when they post with terrible grammar.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you say asshole, that's the first thing that comes to my mind is the internet troll assholes.
What do you think about these guys that use the First Amendment to be assholes? Like they say, I've got freedom of speech, so I'm going to go camp out in front of a business or someplace and videotape them, knowing it's going to piss them off. And I'm within my rights in the First Amendment, but I want the video of them yelling at me. That's an asshole.
That is an asshole move, especially if here's the thing, right? Like I said, I don't advocate for violence. I would like if no one ever punched another person ever again, or kicked or shot or stabbed or any of that, right? Unless they really, really deserved it. Like, people that essay people or grape people, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But for those kind of people, sometimes for those, I'm going to go record it. I got my rights. I wish that they would sometimes run into somebody else with that same energy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are going to do it at businesses where, these are employees. One, they don't own this business. They're not going to do anything. They can't do anything.
Right.
But yeah, no.
I think it's usually independent companies, smaller companies that they're offended or their customers are offended by somebody filming.
Yeah.
And then
it's
they
my
want
First
that
Amendment
reaction.
right to be out here.
Right. I'm on the sidewalk. I can videotape anything I can see as long as I'm in a public place.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, too bad. I'm trying to get your reaction, and then they post it all over the internet to get likes and follows.
See, I think the best way to go against them is to insult the shit out of them.
Right.
Insult the shit out of them. Dog them as much as you can because you didn't do anything physical. You didn't harm them in any way. And if they're recording you and everybody thinks what you're saying is funny, then they've posted their own demise.
You know what I would do is go right up in their face and turn it into a live broadcast. Hey, come on down. We're having a great time. We got specials in here. We're going to be running specials as long as these guys are out here filming. Let's take it live. Come on down. Come say hi. I'm Craig. I'm making great deals. We're making.
No, I think that's a great idea. Turn it into a fucking remote.
Turn it into a live remote and just broadcasting live on their videotape.
That's true. I don't see a whole lot of those, though. I will say I don't see a whole whole lot of those. I see them more when it's people going to agitate people purposely, like other people, not so much establishments.
They do it on cops. They do it on other people. I guess they go to federal buildings where they know somebody's going to get pissed that they're filming, even though they're allowed to, and somebody's going to mount
Now, I'm
off.
going to be honest. Sometimes with the cops, I think it's warranted. Not all the time. Not all the time, because I know there are good cops. I know some good cops.
Yeah.
I grew up with some, one of my buddies, his dad's a cop. I grew up with him. Amazing guy. Mr. Bubba is his name. I'm not going to say where he's from or any of that, but Mr. Bubba was my dude. So I know there are good cops.
We've talked about
but
that
sometimes,
too, where there's good ones and there's bad ones, and there's some that are pushing their authority.
And I do, but here's the thing, right? And this isn't even about the race side of it, because I've seen them do stuff to black people, white people, all kinds of people.
Yeah.
What's crazy about that is, even when you have them on video, sometimes it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
they don't get convicted of anything anyway.
No, they don't care.
They don't get convicted of anything anyway. So it's like, okay,
just
well,
bring it on.
But I do feel like certain people who are upset that they're being videoed. So we're going to talk about the opposite here now.
Yeah.
Just like the asshole will video somebody being an asshole, there's also assholes who get videoed who become they're the asshole, and they're being videoed and they don't like it.
Right.
Because they know they're doing something.
Is that like a Karen you're talking? Like somebody who's mouthing off an
like
HOA somebody or whatever.
God,
and
HOAs. I don't even own a home, but I never would get one of those.
Well, they start mouthing off, and now you're videotaping them because they're doing that.
Yes, or like those people who will come up to people in the grocery store or in a parking lot or bothering, you know what I mean? Like, I think that they're assholes too. Another camera asshole is those fucking prank people.
Yeah.
God, no, don't get me wrong. A good prank doesn't harm anyone, right? Like, there are certain pranks that I think are okay. I'm not a stick in the mud, but these people that just go out and just get people on camera doing just the dumbest shit.
Right.
Like, there was one dude who I'm very proud of seeing his progress, but there was a dude, he went by Boonk Gang. Boonk Gang.
Boonk. Okay.
Boonk Gang. And he would just do random shit. Run in a fucking grocery store on camera, say some dumb cuss words or something, open a box of cereal, pour it everywhere, and then run out before security could get him. That's just or just dive into some shit in a convenience store,
just like trash and end cap or something.
Those kind of people, I think, are the fucking one of the biggest pieces of shit. But now he turned his life around.
Oh yeah,
he is religious now, and he puts out. But you know what's crazy?
He
lost a bunch of followers. A bunch of people stopped following him when he turned his life around.
Oh really?
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
you would think. So all you people just love fucking crazy negativity.
Yeah. Well, and that's why.
But no, those prank people that just go bothering people. Sometimes they're harmless. Sometimes I think they're funny. A lot of times, though, I think it's fucking stupid. Yeah. And I think those people are assholes, especially when you start recording somebody when you're the one bothering them.
Right. Like, and they're doing it on purpose to get a reaction. And then they go, hey, it's a prank, it's a prank, it's a prank.
It's a prank, it's a prank.
Yeah. Stop just before they get punched.
Yes. And sometimes,
that's an asshole.
Sometimes I don't mind when they do get punched.
I saw a prank not long ago, and I actually have been meaning to ask you, if you're in a relationship and somebody did a prank where they took a cup and put lipstick on a glass, put two glasses on the countertop, lipstick on one of them, and then they go in the bedroom and maybe leave some other things, and then their wife comes home and sees this. Is that a funny prank?
No, because nobody's really getting hurt there. You know what I mean? Like, the wife's going to get upset. Now, some of those wives do get physical. Yeah. They'll smack the guy or punch the guy or something. But I don't see that as harming anyone. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of harmless. Yeah. Well, no. That's a harmless prank.
I don't know that there's very many women.
Unless there's already been a history of cheating. Right. You know, I wouldn't pull that prank if I've already been caught cheating 3 times. That's probably not the best time to pull that prank.
I've been married 25 years. I wouldn't pull that prank at all because I probably wouldn't be married 26 years. I don't think so.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. No.
Yeah, that could be really bad.
So what's the next?
I just don't think that's funny. I mean, I have one more thing, and I know that you probably have some more assholes you might be thinking about.
There's so many.
Anybody driving a car And even me, I have at times
I am too.
been an asshole driving.
Oh, yeah.
I know if I am.
But
there are particular people, though.
I'm rarely ever at fault. I'm a really good driver. And when I am at fault, I'm the guy who will signal, "Hey, I'm sorry. That's on my bad. That's on me."
Yeah,
I'm that guy.
If you get that opportunity.
Bad. Even if I've got the chance to put the window down, I will put my window down and apologize. Hey, that was on me. My bad. I'm so sorry. I'm that guy.
Sometimes I'm like, "Oh, suck it. Deal with it. It happened to you. Get over it."
But there are certain. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about. I got 2 road rage things that they weren't full out road rage, but they kind of fall in that realm. So, and they were both on the same road. Actually, that's what's funny. Hold on, I got my backup beer here. Rage. I got my backup.
So, in this story, does this make you the asshole? Did you do something, or they did it to you that caused you to get into?
So, in both stories, I was reacting to them doing something asshole-ish.
Yeah.
And that made me the asshole.
But
only one of them was me being the asshole bad, and I felt guilty for it after. And I'll tell you, I'm going to tell that one second.
Okay.
Because I feel bad for that one. The first one.
Yeah, there's definitely certain types of drivers we need to talk about. I'm going
down this 2-lane road. So it's, that's it. And it's actually... This road is not too far from where we are right now.
Okay.
So, this guy, I know what it was. I was trying, so this particular intersection is really hard to be able to turn left out of here unless someone is going to let you go.
Yeah.
And and there's a bunch of people who don't let you go. And those are assholes too. If you, listen to me, if you are the 8th person that has gone, and you see somebody waiting to turn, and you just follow along, and there's just person after person after person going, and nobody stops to give this person a chance to turn, you are an asshole, and fuck you. So you live in an area where they do that.
Yes. There are plenty of places in the country they will never let you in.
Really?
Never. You have to take it.
Okay, see, I lug my car too much. I'm not going to take it because I don't want to be considered at fault in an accident. So anyway, I was trying to be kind. A bunch of people had already gone. I saw 5 or 6 cars go and not let these people turn left.
Yeah.
So because I've been in that position so many times, because that's where we were living at the time, I was like, oh, I know how that feels. If nobody else lets them go, I'm going to let them go.
Okay.
So I think instead of just letting one person go, I let 2 or 3 people go. Because I was like,
so you've stopped traffic behind you, lots of people behind you, and to let 2 or 3 cars turn in front of you.
I don't know how many people were behind me, but I don't think it was that many. But I let a couple people turn because I know they've been sitting there for a while. I've been seeing them have to sit and just wait, and nobody's letting them. So I was like, fuck it, I'm letting them go. So while I'm letting the second person go, the guy behind me just starts laying on his horn, just. And I'm like, oh, you want to be a piece of shit? Okay, hey, motherfucker, we're going to play today because I'm not on my way anywhere right now. I don't have to be anywhere very quickly. I don't even know where I was going, but I know I wasn't in a rush. So I said, hey, guess what? You want to play with me like that? We're going to play. We're on a 1 lane this way, 1 lane that way.
Right.
So when I did start going, I did 20 miles an hour the rest of that road.
Oh.
I mean, I maybe was doing 15. And this was a road that's 35 or 40 is the speed limit. And at this point, I'm sorry to whoever was behind that guy, but this was between me and him. And I mean, he's flipping me off in the back, and I'm just gingerly going on about my business.
You got asshole status.
Going slow as hell. But I felt like he was the asshole first. I just showed him I can be the bigger asshole. There you go. Because obviously you're in a rush and I'm not. Right. So, bitch, we're going to wait now.
That's funny.
And when we finally got to a point where it opened up to 2 lanes, that motherfucker, all this. And I was like,
You got to be careful.
Whatever.
He doesn't have a gun, but
well, I mean, yeah. If he would have shot me, then he was going to go to prison.
Funny thing, I was going to say, like, the people that did similar to what you did to me are assholes. Like, if you're trying to be nice and you're not following the right of way, or you're blocking everybody, let's say it's clear behind me, but I stop to let somebody come across. If I would just keep going, that guy could go. But because I've stopped, now I've caused a problem for somebody else.
Now, if it's clear behind me, I'm going to just go ahead and go because I know they're going to have time.
There's like space. It's not backed up. It's not heavy traffic. There's space behind me. If I just keep going, that guy will get his opportunity.
Well,
then if you stop traffic just to be nice, to let somebody in to do something, I hate that.
Well, I did. I felt obligated, but I felt obligated to, as the person that has been at that intersection, waiting to turn left.
Maybe I'll be a little more understanding the next time somebody does that. But if they would just follow the rules of the road and know who's got the right of way and just keep moving, things will work itself out.
Yeah.
When it's heavy like that and you're going to be waiting. Okay, I get it. Or if it's a little slow, like, there's a space, it's stopping in front of me. I can just wait a second, little bit, and let somebody, okay. But if you're going out of your way when there's no reason for it.
No, I felt like I felt justified in watching him sit and wait, and knowing that I've sat and waited there. I felt justified in giving a couple of people a chance to go.
To be honest, I grew up in Southern California where I started driving. Mm-hmm. And when I first moved to Phoenix, people were nicer. Drivers were nicer. Not quite as where we live now. But in Phoenix, they would let you in, like you're talking about. And my wife and I laughed about it for the first couple of months that we lived there.
Because people were being nice?
Yes. We were like, watch this. They're going to stop and let us in. Could not believe that they were doing it.
Oh, man.
In California, nobody lets you anything. You got to take everything. And so you wait for just a big enough spot for your car, and you punch it. You jump in. You
how the
get
fuck
on
does
it.
anybody keep car insurance if that's the case?
It's amazing, though. When you get there, you'll see the flow. Everybody's moving. They're going where they need to go. They don't really slow down. They're always moving, and it flows so much smoother. There's 10 times the cars you experience anywhere else.
I hate traffic in big areas.
But man, when it flows, it's a beautiful thing, and because everybody knows what to do, and they're all doing it together, like in concert together in synchrony. It's a beautiful thing. But they won't give you an opportunity. They're not going to stop for you to pull in. You got to take you. When you see an inch, jump in there.
I don't want to drive there.
You got to be aggressive.
So my other story on this same road, I'm going down there. This was like right after my daughter was maybe 6 months old, right? We were leaving my granddad's house. We had taken the baby over there to see him. And my daughter's mom was in the car with my baby in front of me. I was behind them. As we're going down this road, somebody pulls out and like cuts her off and like almost runs her off the road.
Oh, man.
And I fucking lose it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, this motherfucker, my baby's in there.
It's one of my biggest fears.
I was like, my daughter could have gotten hurt. And so I lose it. And like, she honks her horn and, corrects herself or whatever. Once it opens up, like, she goes around and I get behind this guy and I'm just laying on the, I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm fuck you. And so I decide to follow this guy, right? Yeah. I don't have a gun, right. I wasn't carrying a gun at the time or anything, so I wasn't going to try to shoot him or anything like that, but I wanted him to know that he almost ran my child off the road. Right. So we get to a part where we have to turn to go home. She sees that I'm not in the turning lane. She turns and she calls me. She's like, where are you going? I was like, no, this motherfucker almost ran you off the road. I'm going to
She's like the voice of reason.
Oh, not really. No. She was like, okay, well, whatever. I don't remember exactly what her response was. I'd have to ask her now. But anyway, she goes. I follow this guy. He goes to the electric company.
Oh.
This was the weekend, I think, so the electric company wasn't even open. So I think he goes through the little drive-through to maybe like put his bill in the little acceptor thing. I can't think of the name of it right now. So I pull in behind him. He pulls in to go, through the little drive-through thing. I come around the other side and cut his car off.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
I cut his car off. And I'm out of my passenger window. I'm looking directly at him. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you cut my... And I start yelling and shit. And then I look. I get an actual good look.
Yeah.
It's an old guy with a
man.
fucking veteran's hat on, bro. And I was like, oh man. No, what did I do?
An old man
with a veteran's hat on. And he was a white guy, so now I'm like, dude, now I look like the angry black man that everybody's like, fuck. And so I immediately like, oh, well, first off, let me put my finger down. Like,
right.
He's like, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I was like, sir, you got to be more careful, man. Like you cut my daughter, my daughter, and was in that car. You cut him off, you almost ran him off the road. Like you got to be more careful, And I immediately stopped yelling. I immediately took all the bass out of my voice. Like I made sure my face wasn't angry anymore. And I was just like, oh, this had to be an old freaking veteran. Dude.
And maybe he didn't even know what he was doing.
Dude, I mean, the rest of the drive home, I didn't have any music on.
just remorse.
I was just driving in silence.
Did you just go, you know what, man? You did something back there. I'm upset.
And he was like, I'll tell you what, I'll never do that again. Those were his exact words.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you what, I'll never do that again. And I was just like,
oh, you put so much fear in this old man.
What an idiot I am. I mean, because I couldn't see any of that, while I'm behind him, following him. I didn't see that until I cut him off, so he couldn't come out of the drive-thru without hearing what I had to say.
Yeah.
And then as I'm doing this, I'm like, I'm a motherfucker. And as I notice, my hand moves slower. Like, oh
no, yeah.
Oh God. And when I got back to the house, she said, "What happened?" I was like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
I guess sometimes it's not, got to be right, or you don't know the whole situation. You know that you've got to see everything.
That's one of the last times I allowed anger to take over.
Yeah, definitely.
In like
with
that
driving. Yeah. I mean, I remember I've yelled at a guy like, "What gives you the right to put my life at risk with what you're doing?" But he can't hear me. I'm yelling at myself.
Yeah.
I slowed a semi-truck down to 20 miles an hour on the interstate before because he was riding me, and I thought, he's going to kill me. I'm in a little car. He's in a giant truck. Shouldn't be doing this.
No, I agree.
And
I got ran off the road by one once.
He's laying on his horn and stuff, and I'm like, dude, don't risk my life. It's your job. This is your livelihood. You're risking both of us, but I'm going to die in this. You're probably going to be okay.
You might be fine. Fucking ice road trucker.
You don't need, and we're doing 80. The thing is, we were doing 80. He wanted to go faster. And I'm like, what gives you the right to risk my life with your bullshit?
Yeah.
And so I'm yelling at him, but it doesn't get you anywhere. So I slowed him down to 20 and then took off because I know it's going to take him a while to get back up to speed. Yeah. So I just gradually slowed him down.
Oh, that's petty. That's freaking petty, bro. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, I will share one more asshole because this just happened the other day. I'm not going to say his name, but this is a guy that I normally have pretty decent interactions with. So, I told you I work at the bar. And the DJ and the doorman. And we got this guy that comes in, and he's friends with the main bartender.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like fucking 40-something. And he's drunk. He always gets drunk. Like, you can tell he's drunk.
Yeah.
And I would call him a regular, semi-regular, not like multiple times a week like most regulars, but at least every weekend. And there's been time where I've had to break up issues with him getting into it with somebody, right? Once it was over the pool table, and I'm like, dude, y'all are all fucking grown ass men. Like, why are y'all arguing over a fucking pool table? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And he's trying to explain what's going on. I'm like, dude, I don't care. I don't care whose fault it was.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Just grow up.
Y'all are grown.
Right.
Either share the fucking pool table, respect whoever called next, because he did call next, but these other guys didn't want to play with him because he was being a dick or whatever. And I'm telling them, just like I'm telling him, like, dude, I don't care if you started or if they started. I don't care. You don't have to tell me the story. I'm saying either y'all play fucking pool and respect each other's necks and all that shit, or everybody just leave the fucking pool table alone.
Yeah.
Right? He wants to keep explaining, and I'm telling them, like, hey, did he call next? And they're like, yeah, but I was like, I don't care about that. Respect the man's next. You don't want to play with him? Fine. Give him the table if he's got next.
Right.
When game is over, he's the one that called next. If y'all don't want to play with him, he's got the table then because he called next. Simple. Right? Then there was one night where he smacked a guy, like, for something. And the guy, like, didn't react immediately, so we got a chance to jump in and break it up and stuff. And I thanked the guy. I shook his hand. I'm like, dude, thank you for not reacting, you know, because I would have. I understand. Like, I'm so glad you didn't hit him back. It could have gotten worse or whatever. So, and I'm telling him, like, bro, you can't fucking do it. He's like, oh, well, he called me a bitch. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Dude, that's a word. It's a word. Why are you going to allow a word to, you know, like, dude, I don't care about none of that shit. You can't do that. So anyway, a couple of weekends ago, so the bar I work at, we're a dive bar, you know, we'll be honest, we're a dive bar. So the windows are a little timid, right? On the front. One of them's already cracked. Yeah. And so they're sensitive. So we've already closed up, gotten everybody out. He's out there like doing this against the windows.
What the heck?
And I'm like, damn it, what the fuck? Because the main bartender, the guy who is, you know, the main bartender, that's one of his biggest pet peeves.
Right.
Stay off the windows.
Right.
So this is his own friend. Now, he's not there that night. He's not working that night. So I just go out there. I'm like, hey, bro, can you not, you know, bounce on the window? Can you not lean on the window? And he's like, oh, well, I'm not hurting the window. And I was like, that's not the point, bro. Like, I'm asking you, the windows are messed up. That's kind of so-and-so's pet peeve. Yeah. Like, don't, you know. And he keeps trying to fucking justify, oh, well, the window's this and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, I was being nice originally. I'm like, dude, listen, I don't care. Stay off the window. Period. You don't have to explain it. It's get off the window. I'm telling you, get off the window. Yeah. I don't care if you're hurting it. Right. I don't care if you'll pay for it if you break it. I don't give a fuck about any of that.
Right.
So then he starts like bucking up, like, well, motherfucker, da da da. And I'm like, okay, well, what's up? What do you want to do? What the fuck do you want to do? Like, I don't give a fuck. And he's like, oh, I've been sick of you anyway. I'm like, oh, have you? Have you been sick of me? Does it look like I give a fuck that you've been sick of me? You shake my hand every time you come in this building. Obviously, you're not that sick of me. Right. Either you're a pussy or you're lying. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Well, da da da. Okay, well, what do you want to do? What do you want? What are we going to do here? I don't see you as a threat. Get the fuck off the window. Right. You don't like it? Don't fucking come back. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I'm like, dude, like you try this shit with all these other people, and now you want to try it with me? Like, dude, I don't want to hit people. I don't want to hit people at all. But like, don't be an asshole when all you were asked was just don't bounce on a window.
Right.
And I told him, like, the normal response would be like, okay, bro, thanks, I appreciate it. You know,
he wants to defend his right to do whatever he wants to do.
I had to say the same thing to a chick this past weekend. She was doing it on the broken window.
What's with rocking back and forth?
I do not know. And I'm like, hey, can you not lean on the window? Oh, she's like, oh no, it's cool. I said, no, it's not cool. Can you get off the window, please? She's like, no, it's cool. I was like, I don't think you're understanding. It's not cool. Do you not see the crack on this window? Can you not, like, why are you saying it's cool when it's not? If it was cool, I wouldn't be out here saying, get off of the window.
Right.
Right? Like, what are we talking about here? Then there was another girl who's a sweetheart, and this girl was a sweetheart too, up until this moment, and she's still a sweetheart. It just was a one-off thing. But I've never had to say anything to this girl before. But then there's another girl who's always a sweetheart to me, and I'm like, she's leaning on the other window. I'm like, hey, baby, could you get off that window, please? And she's like, oh, yeah, sure, my bad. No and she gets right off. And so then I look back at this girl, and I said, see, that's how you react when you're asked to get off of a window. And then I just went back inside.
Yeah, make them feel ridiculous.
Yeah, like it was simple.
That's funny.
So yeah. Anyway, that's the end of my asshole. I could talk about many more assholes, but I'll stop talking about assholes.
Well, there you go. That my whole you've just proved my point though. I gave you one word, asshole,
and we got a full entire hour out of it.
Stories, of passion, and all kinds of things. And I think I got a couple more words I'm going to be working on.
Okay, that works for me. I enjoyed that.
We'll try this again.
I had a really good time doing that.
We'll try it again.
We'll see you next time on The Rock We Live On.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for checking out The Rock We Live On with Mo and Craig. Make sure you like and follow us on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And then you can also find us
anywhere where you listen to podcasts. We're on all platforms. Or check out Spotify podcasts to watch our videos.
Thanks a lot.